Michael Van Runkle here for HotCars.com. I'm back at Radford Racing School for the 5th day this week. I was here Monday through Thursday doing a 4-day Grand Prix racing class that transitioned from a Dodge Challenger Hellcat Widebody to a Dodge Viper. I got to drive a Lotus Evora GT on the track here, and it culminated in a seriously hardcore day 4 yesterday in a Formula 4 car with no driver's nannies. It was really, really hardcore. Today, I'll be doing the drag racing class, and Radford Racing School is the official high-performance driving school of Dodge, which explains why they have 4 Dodge Demons. These are 2 of them. So I'm gonna be learning how to drive these things in a straight line as fast as humanly possible, and by the end of the day, I'll get my 9-second NHRA license. The whole point of the 4-day class was to slowly build us up and teach us all the techniques, planting the nose, keeping our vision high, getting enough throttle not to induce a little bit of tail happy spinouts. So I'll be curious to see how a drag racing class sort of takes us from the classroom, puts us through drills, and then puts us on the strip where we can mash it full go. Now, of course, the Demon's got drag racing goodies like a trans brake and line lock, which I've never used before. And I think the AC like reroutes to the intercooler when you have it in the right drive mode. So I'm gonna be learning all this about probably the most hardcore drag racer ever sold from the factory. This is gonna be another great day here at Radford Racing School. Definitely go check out my previous footage from the 4-day. And then as you're watching this, as always, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out. Thanks. All right, I'm here in a Dodge Demon with my instructor, Chuck Sundstrom. He's gonna walk me through everything that makes the Demon so special and teach me a little bit about the transmission braking and line lock and all the other things I need to know to get this thing to launch right off the line. So take it away, Chuck.
All right, so the first thing we're gonna do today is show you the features of the Dodge Demon, which is very unique. You know, the Hellcats, the Red Eyes, the 1320s, they all have the line lock and launch control feature. The one feature the Demon has that they do not is the transmission brake. And the transmission brake when you're drag racing vehicle is an awesome feature to have. So we're going to show you how to use that. Are you familiar with a line lock and how they work and what they are?
Nope.
So a line lock is, the purpose of a line lock is to be able to do a burnout and heat up the rear tires. So in drag racing, you want the back tires to be clean and sticky when you go up to make the pass. And to do that, on a drag strip, you pull up into what's called the water box and spin the tires in water. If you're running a drag slick on a car, that slick is actually designed to work at very high operating temperatures because the compound's really soft. They want to be as hot and sticky as they can. With any type of street tire that you're going to run on a car, you don't need the tire real hot and sticky. You just want it warm and clean.
All right, I'm in a Demon all by myself. We did some training, we did some classroom talk, we did some time on the skid pad, but now it's time to actually put this stuff to work. They're gonna walk me through how to do the line lock burnout again, and then how to roll up to the tree and get ready to hit our first 4 batches of 1/8 mile runs. So let's fire this thing up.
Hit okay.
AC to intercooler.
Drag racing or drag options at the bottom in the middle, right there. All right, go ahead and activate your line lock.
Now look down track, and when you're ready, release the right paddle and go.
Well, I definitely burned out a little too much there, I think. My time was about 8 seconds plus at 100 miles an hour, but definitely want to get faster. But not bad for the first time. I think I got to keep my revs higher for a little while. And then really floor it, but smoothlier when I release the paddle there. It's kind of hard because you think about it like a clutch maybe, but it's just one button. You just go boop. It's a little interesting, but definitely fun. Let's give this another try.
And release your first paddle. Take your foot off the brake. Release the paddle and go.
starting to feel it. That one, I could probably go slightly more throttle there, get a little more wheel spin, but that hooked up early and I was full throttle way earlier. My time was more than a second quicker. Second try. Did mess up the line lock though, of course. But got a lot of tries left here. And we're still gonna shave off a fair amount of time if I want to get that 9-second license. Well, my second run was 7.166 seconds, so almost exactly 1 second off, 0.95 or so.
All right, last time you were too aggressive on the throttle off the start. So don't hit it so hard right off the start. You want to roll in aggressively, but not so hard right at the start. You start easier and then go in harder as you go to that full throttle goal. Go ahead and turn on your stage beam. Release your first throttle. Take your foot off the brake. Release and go.
That one I was still too hard initially. You could see it lurched forward for a second and I was trembling. And I got 7.4 seconds. Goes to show I thought I needed to be more aggressive. He said be less aggressive. I tried to be less aggressive and I was more aggressive. It's the mind at work here, but that's 3 tries. And I'm gonna keep improving, hopefully.
Release your first throttle. Foot off the brake. Release and go.
That one was okay, not as great. Yeah, 7.49 at 103.99999. I tried to go real soft there and I probably should have been halfway. It's about finding the balance and getting used to these tires, getting used to the weight transfer, and the throttle is different. You know, it's a new car. It'd be kind of cool if they let us just drive it around for a while and like flip the throttle and rev and get a little bit more experience just behind the wheel in the vehicle rather than only in a straight line. Or maybe they found that only in a straight line is the best way to teach people. Who knows? Oh, it's a little faster with the high output. I would say so. I think I saw about 139 there, but that was probably not at the quarter-mile marker. I was definitely trying to hold my foot down to go further. Make sure you don't drop the ball before the end zone. I did not nail the launch though. I was going too hard. You know, it's gonna take a bit since we're going off the brake pedal, not using the transmission brake this time around for the next few runs. But I feel like if I do that right, I could probably get it better, because the engine will be sort of rolling up as I let the brake off instead of just click, ready to go. Well, that's the end of my day at Radford, taking the 1-day drag racing course where I got to drive a Dodge Demon. The Demon is, as you would expect, an absolute beast. But what I learned is that so much more goes into a drag car than just horsepower. Yeah, it's got like 870 horsepower from a supercharged 6.2 liter V8. But all the technology is that line lock system that allows you to warm up the tires in the water pit. You've got a trans brake that allows you to rev up the engine to whatever RPM you want before you launch. It even needs big brakes, not just in case you lose control and want to stop before you hit the wall, but also if you want to do that braking launch and not use the trans brake, which one of the instructors told me is actually the best way to get your fastest time, because you can be giving it enough gas that the engine is beginning to rev up rather than sitting still, and then you let go of the button and blast off the line. Of course, it's a pretty heavy car, and coming off of a Formula 4 car yesterday, it wasn't quite as mind-numbingly fast as expected. You know, I thought we'd be up at like 160 because I knew nothing about drag racing. But now I've got my NHRA 9-second license officially, and maybe I'll want to do some more of this at some later date. And so this is the end of my week at Radford, where I did the 4-day class before the drag racing class, And man, what a blast. I've learned so much I'm gonna take home to daily driving and performance driving in all the cars that I review. And what you get out of coming to Radford Racing School for the money is a ton of fun and all the experience and all the learning. And there's all this other stuff going around with racing culture and meeting the instructors who are all also racers. And you sort of get enmeshed in that mindset of enjoying vehicles and understanding how to use them and why they perform the way they do. It's just a really good time. Adding on to the 10 grand or so that my other classmates in the 4-day paid for that journey through the Challenger, the Viper, the Lotus, and the F4 car, this drag class, of course, is another serious expenditure. But now I can go to any drag racing strip across the country and pretty much show up in, yeah, you guessed it, a Tesla and blast the pants off everybody. I hope you learned something watching this video on the Radford Racing 1-day Dodge Demon drag racing course and my previous footage from the GPR 4-day class where it was more actual road racing fun. As always, thank you for watching, and please like this video and subscribe to our channel so you can help us beat the algorithm. Thanks.